What up, Chips? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Sorry about the technical difficulties. My God, man. Yeah, streaming service was saying that the resources were a little being used right now. Everything was a little high, so had to wait a few minutes before I came on. But we're going to get started here soon enough. Um, I just wanted to say that tonight's topic, okay. I thank you all for the response, for being so supportive of the last video that we did. You know, it felt like old school TSG. I'll say that for sure, and it felt like that making the video. But uh, just to kind of give you a little backstory real quick into today's topic, but why I made the video the other day was because I kind of had some issues with my son's mom, and everything everything has been good. You know what I mean? Like I haven't had any issues with my son's mom. And I think that as it's getting closer to the time where summer is coming, right? My son was here last year. Well, he was with me last year and he had a great time. And I feel like that since he had such a great time, that I don't know. I don't want to speculate, okay? But it's hard to not feel like part of the issue is I don't know. Like why would you be mad or jealous at your child spending time with their father, right? That your child is looking forward to. Like, why would you want to put a limit on that? And one of the things that I said to my ex was, Ziggy, stop. So one of the things I said to my ex is, I said, listen, if our son was living with me and he had an issue with coming to see you, I said, without a doubt, I'd be like, look, that's your mom. You get one of those in a lifetime. You need to spend some time with her, right? And I would not be a hindrance to stopping my child from going to see their mom. Like I just would. And I've read y'all comments. A lot of you all feel the exact same way, right? A lot of you all agree, at least from what I can see in the comments. Like, what's the big deal? But this seems to be an issue with predominantly, at least what we see, okay, from what we see. But this seems to be an issue predominantly with women. That when it comes to allowing that child time with the father, there's always an issue. And so I created yesterday's video. I already had clips and stuff ready to go. Like I had this in a folder. I hadn't really titled it much, but after what happened to me in that situation, I said, you know what? I want to talk about this. Now I know we've talked about this issue of various different ways on the channel. We've talked about it from a funny aspect, from just a crisis standpoint. The video that I put out on Tuesday, that one was it took a long time to make. I told you guys, some of you guys that I put that in the community post, but it took a long time to make. And the reason why I took a long time to make that video was because we hear so much about how there's a bunch of fathers that are deadbeats, this, that, and the third, and society tends to make it seem like every single mother is out there doing the right thing. And I wanted to start off tonight's live stream and say that I'm not one of those channels that is against single moms. Like, let me rephrase it. When I say against, let me say this the correct way, right? Because I don't want my words to be taken out of context. For the women who are already single moms, okay, already all the single moms, okay, The children are here. They are here. There's nothing we can do about it. They are here. Okay? Some of you out there are doing the best that you can given your situation. If we as men are going to be real about it, there are women who thought they were with a dude who had their best interest in mind, and that dude went out and got the milk, right? Me and my woman watched Harlem Nights the other night, and she hates this scene, but I laugh every time I see it. And if you know Harlem Nights, you know this scene. But the dude Richie Vento was starting to fall in love with Sunshine, played by Leela Rochon, right? And she was talking about how she's a pickup girl and she got to pick up the numbers here and bring them there. And he said he was gonna pick her up on the way, doing what he had to do. And so she turned around to him and said, Richie, I think I'm falling in love with you. And then what'd you see? You saw that dumbass dude have that one tear come down his face. Then he sat up, he got on the bed, he picked up the phone, he was like, yeah, baby, this is daddy. Put mommy on the phone. Hey, Barbara, I ain't never coming home no more, so take it easy, right? So he went and he just took off. Right? Oh, snap. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. We know that some women go through it. I don't believe that. I don't like absolutes, right? I don't like people saying, well, all black men are this or this, that, and third. I don't like that for sure, right? Because I've been in positions where I'm the black representative for our whole race. I've been in situations in engineering where I'm the dude, right? Like people are looking at me like you're our representation of what's this. That is a huge responsibility. So to my single mothers out there, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I'm not trying to pick on you. But there is a problem there are problems that we need to identify. And I don't understand, to me, I don't understand why women are mad about this. If you were doing what you were supposed to do, why are you mad at me about it? Why are you mad that I'm addressing this issue when every statistic says that this is crippling our community? On my timeline for one of my social media apps, I keep seeing these little young dudes that's here in my city. And they're a little group. I don't know if they're a gang. I don't know if they dudes that just hang out together. But they just, a whole bunch of them just walk around together with the little mask and everything like that. And I didn't even know that was a thing. But those are people's kids, man, that's out here and they are finding safety in numbers. That's our kids, man. Why don't our kids feel safe or want to be home? Like, why y'all saw the video from the other day? You got a little 16-year-old bucking up to his mom, man. Now I'm gonna tell you, for us that are Gen X, right? Elder millennials, we know better. Hell, even some of our kids know better, right? But you don't buck up on some adult. I would not be here right now if I bucked up on my mom. Let me tell you that. So this topic I brought up tonight because I don't understand. The only people that should be angry about this topic are the people, well, two groups. First of all, if you're a woman and you're angry about this, if you're angry about this, you should be angry at yourself. Or the other thing you should be angry about is that there are not enough women that are speaking up about the behaviors that we are seeing in our community. There are not enough women speaking up about it. Oh, we're doing fine. We independent. No, you're not doing fine. If we were doing fine, we wouldn't have these statistics. If y'all were doing so much better at this shit, we wouldn't be having these statistics. So what I've done for tonight, what I've done tonight is there was 45 clips that I used in the last video. I used them different spots, used them again, but there were 45 clips, okay? I pulled, looks like 11. I pulled 11 specific clips from that video from yesterday because I wanted to have a deeper conversation with my gents. Here's the thing. We started a little bit late tonight. We're probably going to speed through this a little bit more than I would like to. I wanted to have a little bit more time, but I wanted to hear from you all. Right? Y'all saw the video. This is an opportunity for you all to comment on what you thought about. I picked out 10 specific clips to build a narrative. Y'all know me. I like to use the clips to tell a story, to build a narrative. I want to hear from you tonight. Okay. So before we get on, I also want to give a thanks to, let's just call it BS 1233. He responded to one of the comments and left a $2 holla super chat. And so I put him down in the tickler there. He's our first sponsor of tonight. All of these things help. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care how you feel about social media. I don't care how you feel about content creators on YouTube and what you might think about us, right? And I'm not necessarily talking to the gents, but I'm talking in general. Okay? Right now, given everything going on in our country, this supporting your favorite YouTubers is probably one of the most important things that you can do. Okay? I'm not going to get too deep in that because that's not what this channel is about. But I just want to say I thank each and every one of you guys. But you don't realize that there is a concerted effort to dumb down America. There is a concerted effort to get people to rely upon the system for everything. So you all supporting this channel and supporting other channels like this, I can't stress to you enough. Watching just the video from beginning to end, liking and commenting on a video does so much for your favorite content creators. Okay, that's enough on that soapbox. Let's get in here and see who we got. First of all, again, can't do this without you guys, right? Again, a lot of content creators can't do this without you guys. I'm very grateful. I tried to look at as many responses on yesterday's video as I could, but let's see who we got up in here tonight. We'll go all the way to the top. Udi Ra, what's good, bro? I appreciate your work and perspective. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Miz, he said, what's up, though? What up? What up, bro? What's going on with you now? He said, yep, because she's mad at you. Yeah, man. I don't know why, though. Here's the thing. My ex shouldn't be mad at me, right? Because she called me. The conversation started cordial. I will agree and say, I won't even say she's mad. I think she's mad now, but I think that she's probably more mad or upset that my son wants to spend time with me. I don't understand the jealousy. Like, I would not be jealous of that. Like, why wouldn't you want your child to spend time with the other parent? I don't get that. El Rand, he said, because they're emotionally evil and selfish, bro. Man, you ain't never lie about that, man. Our boss, thank you for being here. As always, thank you for always supporting. She is bitter, bro. She is selfish because clearly your son appreciates you and loves you. You are doing something right, bro. I'm doing my best. And listen, you all saw the topic, right? You all saw the topic. The topic tonight is why men are forced to walk away from toxic baby mamas. The reason why we're speaking on that is because we got to discuss that issue, right? We do have to discuss men walking away. But I'm going to paint it in a way to show the lead up to it. We're going to talk about it through the clips. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying I understand. We're going to talk about that too, okay? Tonight's another deep topic. Plus, they're cruel because they hate themselves and those children. No baby mamas can ever say they love them kids with the stats we got. Ooh, it's a good one. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. Let me get this super chat. Miz says, glad I came across this channel. Miz, I'm glad to have you, brother. We need as many brothers and perspectives as we can get on these things. You know what I mean? I got a shout out to my moderator real quick. King says, good evening, fam. Good evening to you too, King. Thank you for being here. Let me get to this. Let me get to this real quick. I gotta get this updated for our next sponsor of the night. Miz, I appreciate you. Because again, every little thing helps, even just $2, man. Again, right now, it is most important to support your favorite content creators. And there's a number of content creators that you know and love. I'm just thinking one off the top of my head, but Medium Man is a shout out to that brother, always putting out stats, statistics, and stuff like that for people to go look at, to think about and ponder on. That dude is military too, retired military as well, I believe. And right now, all of that stuff is under attack. Okay. Like if you are in the military or retired or a veteran, you are under attack. And I have my theories on that, but I'm saying there's a lot going on. Okay. This is why it's important that we discuss this, because we need to get past these problems and these traumas and come together. We can't come together if the mindset won't change. Just like some of the stuff that the gents said in the comments tonight, okay, about being bitter and having this resentment. Like, yo, shouldn't be no resentment. We have children to raise. We got little people. I said little people, but because my son ain't little, but we got our children to look at us and to try to help them be the best, the best that they could be. And we can't do that if we fighting amongst each other, man. We can't. Over 80% of Black women have kids with 17% of Black men. How can they not see those stats? And I put that, hey, El Rand, I put that in the video. I think there were 2 points in the video. I specifically moved one of the clips closer toward the beginning of the video, where I think it was like a slightly Asian dude, whatever, but he was going through the stats, whatever. I put that purposely closer toward the beginning of the video because I wanted those stats to be said. And then there was someone that brought it up at the end. I don't remember if I left that in there to duplicate the stats, but someone briefly brought it up at the end. And I did that because I wanted those stats to be out there. Well, we can't worry about stats. We can't worry about the truth. Hell yeah, we can worry about stats and the truth because it tells a story. And the story that it tells is that something is going on, that our kids aren't successful, that our kids are being put in a position that they're going to be in a permanent underclass, that they're going to basically be from the school to prison pipeline. We have to get this shit together. So if you are pissed at me for these videos, get pissed at yourself because you're part of the problem. You are part of the problem if you disagree with what I'm saying. I didn't say disagree. Let me rephrase that. Let me say that a little differently. If you're not trying to understand or overstand what I'm trying to get out to you all, okay? Mid says my ex-wife for 19 years is doing the same thing, but my kids live with me. I love that. So when they are doing well or I'm doing things for them, she loses it. Insane. Yeah. Like, how do you love someone and want to see them do bad? Or, you love your kids. Yeah, okay. Man, I hate to see my ex doing well, but it's affecting your kids. Like, why wouldn't you want to? See, we don't think like that, though. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Good men don't think like that. R.A. Fair, hell, my ex said she wanted more kids till she couldn't have them anymore. I said, we only having oral. She spit some seeds in the glass. I said, you are out of my life. Leave. She did, man. Thank goodness, bro. Look like she was trying to trap you in there good. B. Williams, man. Shout out to you, man. What's good, Sean? I already watched your video last night, and it seems pretty interesting to me about the issues of baby minors, single mothers in today's West society. I'm glad you saw it. Yeah. So you seeing it today is going to be able to help us with our discussion today. Okay. Let me see where we're at on time. Okay. We need to get to this. I'm gonna try to get a couple of these comments. Yep. Why would you want to be with a baby mama taking care of another man's children? Got that situation too. Shout out to you, Adam, man. How you doing, bro? Hope all is well. Donald Wesley, man, thank you for being here. Appreciate what you do. Respects progress. True. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Lord Zed, I like that. What's good, my dude? I appreciate you and Kevin Sanders for opening my eyes on today's women, especially the toxic single moms. We got a lot to discuss. I don't want to give away too much. I'm gonna tell you, I went through a lot of comments and I was doing multiple things at the same time today. But I want to let you know that while we are gonna, kind of have chats about these 10 clips I pulled. I also wrote down some stuff from your questions, right? There was 10 things or 4 things, 5-ish, that I wrote down that your questions made me write down that I want to make sure that we address some of these points tonight. Now, whether it be through the clips or we just need to talk about it, we need to address these points. Now, I wish I had more time today to go through more of the comments, but there was hundreds of comments. Obviously, this thing resonated pretty big. And I want to make sure I cover enough, or at least some of these major points. I kind of talked about it earlier, but we're going to get there. Sorry, y'all, no booze in this tonight. This is just kind of water with flavored water. And after this, I do have an appointment at the gym tonight. So me and my woman, we've been working out now for the last couple of weeks. And so I've been trying to be consistent with her. I'm consistent already. I've been doing this, but she's been consistent. So I'm trying to be consistent too. So part of reason why we only have a finite amount of time tonight is because we're dedicated. I told her, give me 3 months, and she already's feeling it. Already starting to see the little horseshoe on the back of the arm there starting to try to pop out. Okay. So when I try to dedicate myself, I try to make, sure that I'm sticking to my schedule too. All right. All right. Thank you for another $2 holiday, Miz. I'm going to catch you up on that later. He said, I think their fathers are missing, need to heal. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that tonight too. Okay. Let me catch one more person tonight. Yo, Sean CTSG, big brother homie in the Uncut City Peeps. Thank you, Preston, for being here. I know you feel good about being here and making it tonight. He said, my phone ain't agreeing with me nowadays. Don't worry about it, man. There's a lot going on, man. Hell, we had a problem before we got here. Donald says, once was honorable of some sort. Now it's just too much, too many. That's a good point. And we're going to talk about that, actually. That's actually kind of one of my points about, being a stepfather, being there for single moms. We're going to discuss that, but I wanted to catch some of you guys' comments. And then, and again, Lord Zed, thank you so much for that comment. That meant a lot to me. Seriously. All right, let's get to this, man. Let's get to this first clip. You guys saw this clip. I want to address what this woman said, because this is going to start off the conversation, and it's going to kind of bring us to the first point that I wanted to make. So y'all put a 1 in the chat when I play this, and tell me if y'all I did that wrong. See, I don't know what's going on. There we go. All right, I'm about to play this. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if you can hear this, okay?
I just want to know, why don't black men value black women? Okay.
I'm stopping it there, please. Why don't black men value black women? My God, man. Anyway, let's just go. All right, let's just hear what she got to say. All right, thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Let's start it over again. I was waiting to see if I got a 1. Thank you, Nathan.
I just want to know, why don't black men value black women? Okay. We are literally single baby moms. And then y'all just be like, oh, y'all single baby moms. Because y'all making us single baby mom. Y'all not marrying us. And y'all just making us be single baby moms. Then y'all be like, oh, you want to have these kids? Why don't y'all want to have kids? Why don't y'all want to be a family? Because we are afraid to have y'all kids. Because we already know 70% we're going to be a single baby mom with our culture, the black men. So if you really value black women, then y'all be like, oh, come on, let's get married first, then have the kids. But marriage is out of the question with y'all. Because y'all don't want to protect, provide, and lead. Y'all don't want to do none of this stuff. So y'all rather have us be single baby moms, stressed out.
Gents, what is going on here? This is perplexing. Let's listen to her real quick. I'm gonna start by right here.
To have your kids. Because we already know 70%
Oh no, let's hear. Go back here.
moms, y'all single baby moms. Because y'all making a single baby mom. Y'all not marrying us.
All right, let's talk about that. Gents, let's talk about that. All right. King says, we's afraid. Hell yeah, man. He said, let me guess, she's a nurse, man. Oh, shout out to the condemned man. Have y'all heard my stances on nurses before? Oh my God. Look, shout out to them for doing what they do, but goddamn, there is a stigma with y'all, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? How the F can we value someone who don't value themselves? Boom. I like that. Let's talk about it. So one of the first things that I wrote down, and this was a point that Kevin Samuels made, and this is what someone brought up in the comments that I read. It's a good point. He said that Kevin Samuels often said that it wasn't impossible for single mothers to be able to find a man. It's not impossible. But the problem is they have these high unrealistic expectations. Like ladies, I just bear with me, ladies. Any ladies listening, okay? I know the gents know this already, but any ladies that might be hearing this or listening, you know, maybe you come across it, maybe you're fuming right now, but I want you to think about this. Really get out of your emotions and think logically on what I'm about to say to you, okay? You're a woman with 3 kids, okay? A woman with 3 kids. Let's just go ahead and say that this woman has 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. Let me say that again. 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. So there are 3 kids, 2 of which are sharing the same dad. One is not. So now you have 2 other men that are involved in your life with these kids. Ladies, stick with me. Stick with your boy real quick. Stick with me a little bit. Now you are telling the world, y'all get on these apps, y'all go ahead and y'all scream into the world that you want a man who is 6 feet tall, going, you know, basically making 6 figures. He gonna take care of you and your kids. He gonna come in there and stepfather your children. He gonna pay your bills. He gonna swoop you up off your feet. He gonna pay all your stuff for you. A man, listen, hear me. A 6-foot man that's making 6 figures. You not even making 6 figures. The stats say that most of y'all single moms ain't making 6 figures. Okay? Let's just put it out there. The stats say the majority of the single moms do not make 6 figures. Ladies, tell me how it makes sense that a woman with 3 kids with 2 different baby daddies who don't make $100,000 a year is going to require for a man that is 6 foot tall, which is literally only 14% of this country, of the U.S. Shout out to my people in the UK. I know y'all watching. Shout out to my people watching from other parts of the world as well. Okay. How are you going to demand that? So Kevin Samuels wasn't just trying to bust on y'all. I mean, yeah, he's a businessman, but listen, Kevin Samuels was saying, listen, be realistic. And women would come on his channel and they weren't realistic about what their options are. And that's how Kevin Samuels got all his sound bites, because y'all made it easy for him with these unrealistic ass expectations. Now we come to this nurse right here. talking about men making women single mothers. Now, when you talk about in the Black community, more than half of the Black men in the Black community are single and childless. Let me repeat that again. I think it's close to about 53, 54%. Let's call it 53, 54. The point is, it's more than 50%, which makes it a majority of Black men. The majority of Black men are single and childless. The other 30-ish percent are married and or divorced. Okay? Which means, just like somebody put in the chat earlier, that means less than 20% of Black men are creating the majority of Black children. Okay? This is a thing. This is a thing. So how is it? I'm just trying to figure it out. How is it that you're going to get on here and blame all of us? Blame us, the majority of Black men. You're going to say, oh, all y'all Black men just out here just doing this. Are you serious? Are you serious? Let me explain something to you ladies, how dangerous it is to perpetuate a narrative that helps the enemy. I'm going to say that again. Do you realize how dangerous it is to perpetuate that narrative that is not true toward the enemy? Okay? I'm going to catch a couple comments. Women having all these unrealistic expectations about bringing anything to the table. That is the next part, Adam. Thank you. I'm going to leave that up on the screen for a second. The other problem is Kevin Samuels wasn't saying that it's impossible. It's just, again, the expectations are unrealistic. Even single women with no kids are struggling to find this mythical man that every woman wants. That is, it's impossible. It is statistical anomalies that you all want. And you don't want to hear that. You all will get online and you egg each other on, and you will say something like, oh, girl, all you got to do is just believe and he going to come. You just got to pray and God going to send him. You just got to manifest it. And the way y'all manifest shit, let's talk about it. The way y'all manifest these men has nothing to do with the thing that will actually bring and or attract and or keep a man. And that is changing your mindset, changing your behavior. You manifest that type of dude or the dude that's best for you by being the best version of yourself. And if my last video didn't show anything about some of these single moms, not all, but some of these single moms, that the same ones that be out here talking the most shit or the most toxic. The reason why you keep getting made into these single moms keep getting made is because y'all not wife-minded. So you don't attract husbands because you're not wife-minded. And a wife-minded woman is not going to let any dude just come up in Nellyville and bust up inside of her, bust up in the place. I'm talking about kicking the doors down, okay? A wife-minded woman ain't going to be made into a single mom. She's not going to allow it because she will require more. Whether they have one or a tribe of kids, women either walk away from a man, throw out a man, or divorce a man thinking they can find a better one. We're going to address all of that. Okay? Lord Zed says, once again, we are taking the blame for what Pookie and Ray Ray did. Yep, we coming back to that. Lord Zed, we coming back to that. We are getting the blame for what a small percentage of the men, particularly in our community, are doing. This is exactly why men are completely done with these walking herpes, birdies, strong, independent, still out flusies. God dang it, Preston. You tested me today. Covington, I'm just going to say Covington. 3 kids, no brain. Oh, hold on. Let me guess. She's an yeah. And then me and sit there agree. See, we are some of us know about them nurses. Your last video hit all the key points. Yeah, I'm allowing it because I want to talk about this one subject though. Listen, I'm trying to build a case today on I think yesterday was more on why men don't want to be with single moms and the behaviors of single moms. Today I'm going to talk about how men get to the point where they walk away. Right? And also we're playing more of some of these clips that you all didn't get to hear the whole clips, okay? I like this one. Our boss says, hold a baby dad account for the kids and not the other men. We're going to get there. Cass, he said, what's up, chat? Women demand men to be husbands, but don't want to do the things to be wives. Name pronounced like Castle. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Castle. All right. I like it. Let's go with that. All right, let's get to the next clip. We have a lot to cover, so I'm already 36 minutes in. So what's
No.
Now I'm gonna let this one play. This is a 16-second clip, but there's another woman expressing how she feels. We're gonna get there. Castle, let me get to this real quick. Thank you for the $5 holla. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Let me update this real quick. Got the $5 holla. I like it. All right. See, now I'm wearing glasses now so I can see this goddamn screen. Oh, man. All right. So we're there. Let's get to the next clip. Y'all seen this one? We're going to go through it real quick. Y'all remember her.
And I'll never understand the smoke y'all have against single mothers when statistically speaking, you were probably raised by one. You hate your mother, hoe? As if women aren't allowed to have a fucking backstory as to how she ended up in that situation when the man is out here gallivanting about like a fucking horse. Dweeb.
Okay, let's talk about it. It's something I didn't get a chance to cover in the video, but she said she is upset that we are talking about single mothers. Like, what did she say? Like they're not allowed to have a backstory. Again, ladies, this is not men's problem with single mothers. Let me repeat that again. You having a past in and of itself isn't the problem that men have with single mothers. It's not the past. Because let's be real, and some of the gents already have brought this up. Right? Back in the day, dudes had no problem stepping up being a single dad. Dudes would pull out their little knot. What y'all need? What you need on the light bill? Bah, bah, bah. Tear out the knot. Bah, bah, bah. Okay? Things have changed. Things have changed. Things are changing currently. Okay? So men didn't have a problem with women having kids. I'm not saying they totally didn't. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying back in the day, men were more likely to not worry about being a stepdad. Now, something changed. A lot has changed. And I'm not going to go into all of it, but the welfare state changed things. The court system changed things. Women's behaviors toward men changed things. The way women extort men, right? How you can literally not be the father of a kid and still be required to pay child support for that child. There are a lot of things that are in women's favor. So a man vetting a woman on her past, that's the smart thing to do. Oh, we're not allowed to have past? No, everybody has a past. But the problem is, what is that man getting from that past? Like, women like this ain't learned shit from that past. Because, like, listen how you talk. Look how you talk about
I'll never understand the smoke y'all have against single mothers when statistically speaking, you were probably raised by one. You hate your mother, hoe? As if women aren't allowed to have a fucking backstory as to how she ended up in that situation when the man is out here gallivanting about like a fucking horse. Dweeb.
You chose that man. That's the part y'all don't get. I want you to go back, ladies. I want you to go back in your mind's eye, and I want you to think about when you first saw that man. Get all your emotions about how you hate that dude now and this, that, and the third. Get all that out of your feelings. Think back. Put yourself emotionally back, which y'all do all the time. Y'all do it, right? Let me see if I got that clip in here. Yep, y'all do it all the time. What I'm telling you to do right now, y'all do it all the time. I'm going to call that shit out too. I'm going to call it out. Put a pin in this one. Hold on. There we go. Putting a pin in it. I wrote it down. Also, I'm putting a pin in it. I want you to think back how you felt about that dude in the beginning. Oh, he was fine, girl. He made me tingle. Oh, he could hit that spot. He did this. He had money. He was all the girls wanted him. Like, these are the things. This is how you selected your baby daddy. A lot of y'all laid down. Let's just be real about something. A lot of the women that out here complaining, not all. I get it. But some of y'all women that dealing with these dudes who out here prancing and gallivanting, right? The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Tyrones, the Chatticusses, the Glocktaviuses, and the Felantonios, them same dudes you thought was fine as hell. Couldn't tell you nothing, girl. He a player. You thought you could change that man. You thought he would. You thought, oh, he gonna. I think he good. He got potential. He got this. You thought in your head you could change that man, and that's who you laid down with. You laid down with a dude who had a disregard for his own life or didn't give a shit, and you wonder why he prancing and gallivanting. Y'all will talk about that dude, but y'all don't get on this guy. Y'all don't get online and talk about the men who can't see their fucking kids. Y'all don't stand up for that shit. You just say, stop talking about us. Y'all don't stand on shit except stop talking about us. We want to be able to do what we want to do with no accountability, no consequences, and no fucking repercussions. That's what you want. And let me tell you something. Men my age, you know what men used to do? We used to call that shit out. And that's what the fuck we doing on this channel. All right? Let's catch a couple of comments. A snake can't change by shedding its skin. Nice. Who hurt you, lady? Who did you hurt? What's your backstory? If you let someone shoot up the club and y'all make a kid, it's called being accountable for your actions, not play victim Olympics. The victim Olympics is real. Okay. Lord there says, we black men don't want another man's responsibility and the drama that comes along with being with a single mom. Some dudes don't want that shit. No. Sounds like people using the past as an excuse why they don't create a better future. Ooh. Bars on that one. Jesus. Shout out to you, Ren. Good to see you up here, Ren. Ren says, do not, by all means, do not cuff a wife or baby mama. You can be a mentor. Listen to Percy Sledge song. Take time to know her. Percy Sledge. God dang. Percy says, because we're literally not trying to take in walking hobgoblins, hobo goblins, and crumb snatching gremlins. God dang. And this is my favorite one. This is the one I meant to talk about earlier. Relations, and that's what the first lady said, but relations cannot happen unless you approve it. I say it like this, Castle. I say it like this. A man cannot lay down with a woman unless she allows it. And if she does not, it is a crime. Let me say that again. A man cannot lay down with a woman unless she allows it. And y'all allowed it. And then some of y'all got buyer's remorse now. Because you thought you can make something, you can change and finagle the thing to work in your favor, but you can't. Right? Daddy Digital. I got it right. I'm gonna start giving these fine single mamas my number and then asking her to please give it to her daughter when she turns. Oh, that's crazy. That's tough. Yeah, it is, man. Anthony, thank you for being here. Women get into a relationship to save money. Men stay single and save money. You know what? That's a good point too. But we're about to get into the main topic of tonight. Why men walk away. I started off already. Damn, we were 40 minutes in and barely got into what this is about. Listen, a lot of y'all have already talked about not wanting to deal with these women today, especially if they have kids and stuff like that for that reason. Again, ladies, let me reiterate something to you. On this channel, my problem isn't with single mothers. I don't have a problem with y'all. Okay? I told you I can if you listen, I don't recommend this. But if you are a single man with no kids and you decide to get with a single mom, that is a choice that you are making. Okay, it's a choice. I'm going to tell you I did it as a young man. Wasn't a smart idea. And I had to deal with that, a good portion of my adult life. Now, it makes more sense for single moms to get with dudes that already have kids. Like that shit makes sense. But you have all these high unrealistic expectations. You want that out of a single man, a dude who's never had kids before, to want you the same way he wants a woman that don't have kids. Like, that's y'all delusion. Makes no sense. That's the part that we're not seeing eye to eye. What you asking for, it's not to say you can't get it, but the percentages are so low. It's like, why are you beating your head against the wall, hoping that somebody opens a door on a wall and it don't exist? You beat your head against the wall. There's no door, but you hoping one exists. That's exactly what it's like. All right, let's get to this next one. Let's see if I can do this and switch it.
I've seen.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! I like that. All right, let's listen to this next one. We got to run through some of these
Situations where men have gotten so. I don't think that women know the emotional damage that they do to a man when it comes to taking their child away from them.
I'm gonna stop the cap. When I heard this again, I know I made the video and blah blah blah. Look, when I heard this again, what she just said, women don't know what it does to a man for him to keep his kid away. They know exactly what it does. Let's stop pretending that these women aren't holding back a man's kids in order to punish the father, to control and manipulate the man that they laid down with their baby daddy. Let's stop the cap on this. This woman here saying this shit, that's cap. I don't think women know. Women absolutely know. Let's continue.
To the point that a man will be okay with walking away to protect his peace, his livelihood, and his mental health, and say, fuck it, I just won't see my child because of the baby mothers and the shit that they go through. Because like I said, a lot of these women get so upset with these men when shit don't go in their favor, go their way, and when they're still emotionally invested in the man. But sweetie, I could have sworn you gave him back to the streets. You did not like him. So now if you don't like him, you don't give a fuck about him, allow him to live his life, allow him to continue to co-parent, allow him to show for the child, because now again you put the child in for defense, because you know your word's not gonna sting. When you curse him out, it just rolls off his shoulder.
Depending on what you say.
So, but as soon as you start saying something about keeping that child away, a man to go to war for that. Good man, a good father, he ain't playing that shit. He is going to go to bat. He like, listen, bitch, what you're saying to me, none of that shit matters to me. But the moment that you start throwing them kids in for defense, baby, it looks very different. I've even been in,
listen, this is what I have to say about this, okay? And then I'm going to catch some of your comments. There is no harder decision than to love your kids with all your heart, all your might, all your soul. And have to make a decision where the best interest of you and the children is you have to walk away. It hurts. I can tell you I've been there firsthand. So my first wife, I was always on schedule. I was always seeing my children, right? I was doing my best because I loved spending time with my kids, right? And with my first wife, it got to the point where like if I didn't, want to talk when she wanted to or do whatever, she would literally try to put me in situations where she could call the cops, right? And eventually I was still in the military at the time. So the military is like, hey, look, by all rights, we know you're not doing anything, right? But we can't keep having this woman put you in this situation. If you in that situation, it makes the Navy look bad. So you need to stay away or we're going to have to take further action against you. And my ex did not care that the fact that what they were really talking about, y'all, wasn't like, oh, we're going to take action and punish you. No, look, they were literally talking about like potentially like, look, you might have to get discharged from the Navy. And my ex didn't give a shit whether like, yo, she needed money. My kids needed, she wasn't working, but she didn't care if I got kicked out or demoted or lost money, long as it hurt me. And didn't care about the kids in that moment, long as it hurt me. And to sit there in front of your superiors and have them tell you, you need to stay away or we're going to ruin your career, i.e., you may not even be able to stay in. That's tough, man. That's some tough shit. And I don't wish that on any of you all. You don't recover from that. You don't sleep right from that. So, hell, since I've retired, I just started sleeping a little bit better. And I didn't even sleep well right away. So, you watch people waste your time, right? Your time, when you look back through all the bull BS you go through, you like, man, so much time was wasted, man. It's like, that cost more than anything. That time you can't get back, man. You cost me untold fortunes of time. Yes, King. Women do not care about destroying everything you work for. No, didn't care at all. The exceptions might be a widow or someone who left in a bad relationship. Yeah, neither of these were by choice. I agree. Listen, this was another one. Adam, I'm gonna give you another one. Ladies, if you listen, here's another one. There was a clip, and this clip made complete sense. It was it wasn't the dude on that Pop the Balloon show, and he was like, "Look, we give you one. You young, some dude that whispered shit in your ear and told you what you wanted to hear. You was all in love and blah blah blah. Now you got a kid. Okay." Some men can understand that. Some men can understand that you fell for the okie doke. But you done went on and had a second kid. You didn't require marriage for the second kid or the third kid, right? It means you didn't learn the lesson. Okay, you fell for it the first time. Men can almost give a woman a pass on the one kid. And I'm not saying that for single dudes with no kids. I'm saying dudes in general, men in general, even dudes that are single, he'd be like, all right, okay, I can understand that. She young, still look good. She was young and stupid. It happens. But man, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you just doing this shit on purpose. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for that shit. King says, gentlemen, the first step to avoiding single moms is never date in town surrounding a military base. Oh, that's a damn good one. She has been facts. I made a decision to end the 12-year relationship to protect my peace and mental health, and by the grace of God, now I have full custody of my 3 kids. Stay strong, gents. Our boss, very inspiring, and you are very lucky that you were able to do that. Seriously. Alexander, he says, I had to leave a woman who had borderline personality disorder. Unfortunately, was forced by the courts to let my kids stay behind because my ex was undiagnosed. Eventually, both kids moved in with me. Look at it. Look, ladies, these stories are common. I read these stories in my comments all the time. First of all, thank you for sharing this, Alexander. Thank you for sharing this. I read y'all comments, bro. I can't get to all of them, but I read a lot of comments, man. And even like, okay, I didn't get to them all day. Tomorrow I'll do a few more comments. I read some more. I read stories like this all the time. I've been doing this all June will make 5 years I've been doing this. I've been reading a lot of comments. I'm talking about tens of thousands of comments I have read. And there's a lot of sad stories, man. Shout out to Kiva. Man, Kiva, how you doing, baby? Good seeing you. Man, me and Kiva go back like 4 flats in the Cadillac. Talk about like, man, we've been friends since we were kids. Kiva, we go back like 4 flats in the Cadillac, baby. Okay? Time is precious, yeah. We missed that time out with our kids, you know. It's tough. I'm not touching a single mother's saved game. I'm not sleeping with used and broken hyenas that, oh my God. She held on to the kids out of spite and wouldn't let them get on the plan half the time unless they followed her whims. Yeah, listen, you know, people get mad because you don't want to be around for that. Kiva Left said, we sure do. Anything these women have officially gone completely insane to think that we care about the choices they've made in their lives when they've slept with what they asked for. Again, I personally, I get it. I know some women have gotten okie doke put on them. But after you get with a second dude, after you didn't let a second dude skeet up in the club, and then you got another baby daddy, you know, at that point it's like, okay, who really, right? That first woman that I had on there says men don't want to marry us to not make us single moms. What happened with the second kid? What happened with that one? Okay, I get it. We do have to hold men accountable for chasing after the wrong women. Oh, Adam, absolutely. Absolutely. I talk about that on this channel too. Hey, look. Damn, I think I came up with a new topic. I'm gonna say this now, and don't be surprised if you don't see this in a future video, okay? Being raised by a single mom was a contributing factor in how I chose women. Having a single mother contributed to how I poorly chose women. At least the women that, you know, in my life. It did. It absolutely did. Shout out to Buck. He said, whoa, what's up, homie? What's going on, Buck? How you doing today, man? Let's get to the next clip.
What do you want? Like, why are you here? What?
Why you come out here recording me? What you mean? It's Christmas. I've been calling and texting your phone.
Okay, what do you need? Like, what's
It's Christmas. I can't drop Yeah, I already know how you is, bro. You gonna try to call the police if I go in your house. That's why I came. That's why I came to knock on the door.
You heard that? I did not even. I did not see the end of some of these clips. So some of us watch some of these clips. I'm watching toward the end for the same time, but I put this one up on here for a reason. First of all, let me recall what he said at the end. He said, "If I come up in there, you're gonna call the cops." And she was like, almost agreed with it. So remember I told y'all earlier, right? I'm gonna tell you something. Any black woman who calls the cops on a black man who is not being threatening or not doing anything wrong, you, ma'am, you basically are saying that dude's life don't matter to you. Listen, I don't have a problem with my first ex, right? I wish the best for her. Look, I'm not, again, I ain't got no hate in my heart no more, right? I'm upset with my son's mom right now, but I don't hate her. I just don't want nothing to do with her. And I don't want to do with my first ex either, other than one or two things that we might have to discuss here and there. But other than that, I'm good. But when she would call the cops on me, I'm saying now, looking back in my mind's eye, I mean, that all contributed to why I was like, I'm good. I don't want a relationship with you. You potentially put my career at risk. You put my life at risk. Multiple times. You didn't give a shit. Now, this man right here, okay, trying to do the right thing. How many men start off trying to do the right thing, even if it's a little something, and because it ain't what that woman want, the way she want, when she want, how she want, he a deadbeat. He not doing nothing. There are really women out here who got dudes who ain't doing shit. And here it is, you got men that's trying, and y'all trying to keep that dude out of the kid's life. There are women that wish would do this kind of shit. So you go back to the first woman, right? The nurse that was in the car talking about, oh, well, y'all make us baby mamas and this, that, and the third. The other woman saying, well, you gallivanting out here. Dudes be trying to be there for their kids. And women are doing this. And you know what I don't see? I do not see women speaking up on this. Again, you come in my comments, you be like, well, not all of us. I know not all of y'all. A hit dog will holler. That's the old saying, right? Hit dog will holler. And hell, you'll always holler when I talk about these subjects. Hell, man. I get it. You've been through some shit. But god dang, we're trying to fix something here. You yelling at me about some shit I should be yelling about ain't helping this shit. Go yell at your friend who ain't feeding her kids, who get her nails done, but her kids are eating goddamn ramen noodles every night. They got a little swollen belly syndrome like they live in Africa. Roaches running all around the place. The house is dirty. You got your kids basically doing chores and shit that you're supposed to be doing. You got your kids doing grown-up shit that they're not even supposed to be old enough to do. And then you come on here and oh, I'm the bad guy because I bring this shit up? And y'all doing shit like this? You better get out of here with that shit. Courts love this type of drama, creating more revenue for them. Absolutely. Oh, it jumped on me. Let me get you, Zed. I hope he gets the courts involved in this. This is why guys shouldn't get involved with single mothers. If you have a child with her, they expect you to do the other baby daddy's job. Oh, that's a good point. And I didn't even forgot to bring that up. So here it is. You're a woman. Oh, y'all make us baby mamas. You got multiple baby daddies. And who pays for the shit? Who pays for it? The dude who's there. The dude who's trying to do for his kids got to pay for the baby daddies that ain't around. I've been there too. I told you I ain't perfect. I've been through all this shit. Me going through it is why I'm always like, all right, what's the next phase, Sean? How do we get better? What's the next phase of you being the best version of yourself? The reason why I focus on that so hard is because I've been there. Yo, I don't want to be around that type of toxicity anymore. I'd rather be alone than be around that type of toxicity, man. So let's see what else we got. Cass says also black men are the most involved fathers. Oh, hey, check this out, y'all. Check this out. I got something for y'all. I got a little something for y'all, okay? Hold on real quick. Coming to the stage. We got P in the house. What's going on, baby?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Wow.
What it is, what it do?
We got them 504 boys in the house. Who's there, baby?
504.
Hey, you see I got my stuff down there, bro.
I see you repping.
Yeah, I always rep, bro. Always rep. What's going on with you?
Whew, long day, but I'm here.
You seen? Let me just. You seen the last clip? Did you see the last clip I played?
No, I missed it.
Okay, so just real quick, I'm just gonna play a little excerpt for you, up on the side screen here. Check this out. I want your thoughts on this one.
What do you want? Like, why are you here? What?
Why you come out here recording me? What you mean? It's Christmas. I've been calling and texting your phone.
Okay, what do you need? Like, what's
It's Christmas. I can't drop my daughter gifts off.
I hope you got gifts for my other kids too. If you dropping off gifts.
Why would I have to have gifts for your other kids? Them ain't my kids.
What you mean? Like they need toys too. Like,
bro, that's not my responsibility.
You can't just drop off toys for your kids and I got other kids in my house.
You don't make no sense. That's not my responsibility. My kids is my responsibility. Their daddy is in jail. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. So if you dropping off gifts, they got to be jealous. Like that's not gonna work. I'm not.
Bro, that's not my fault.
All right, that's good enough. P, what thoughts?
You see the shirt I'm wearing today, right? You see what it say, right?
Savage.
I'm about to be just that. So, first of all, this 304 must be out of her mind. First of all, you want this man to bring your kids, who he had no enjoyment of making, gifts, while he get to sit over there and look at all the fun somebody else had and give them gifts? Nah, stop playing, man. Look, she need to go somewhere with that.
He didn't have the fun and enjoyment of making.
Exactly. You let that other man enjoy that 25, 35, 45 minutes, not me. So I hope they got if they daddy in jail, I hope they got grandparents, because I ain't eating shit. I'm doing exactly what he did. I'm only here for what I'm here for. I'm only responsible for that 1%er over there. The other 35 and 55 and 75 and 85%, 95 you got, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh my God. Everybody said, what's
think about it. Yeah. Think about it, see, off of that statement, right? She left you for the dude who she had a baby for sitting on the next couch. I don't want to buy that little mother nothing. I'm just being 100. Like, that's the dude baby over there you left me for, and you want me to go get him a Power Wheel. Girl, you better kick rocks and break your feet. That's all I can tell you.
God dang. All right. I see you. Person said, what part of get a life and an effed up job don't these people understand? Because I seriously missed the part where that's our problem to go Tyronius for all I care. Or go to Tyronius for all I care. So, yeah. And then everybody said, what's up? Our boss said POG in the house. Yep. Salute to you, Ryan. He's like, yeah, whoa, what's happening, big dog? Buck said, what's happening? All right. Adam says, many of these problems will be eliminated by getting rid of the no-fault divorce. Oh, making fault divorce. Yeah. They're not going to do that because they're making too much money. They're making too much money. They're making hand over fist. And then King said, savage. hey, the kids, you didn't get the enjoyment of making. Jesus Christ, that is funny as hell. All right, I got another one for you. We got to run through some of this. Let me see what time it is. Oh, goddamn. All right. So, Ziggy, cancel alarm. We'll do this. We'll go to 6. We'll go to 6 so I can get all these clips in. All right, check this out. We got the next one.
Called myself trying to go surprise my daughter at school today. I present all the proper, identification and everything. They go get my daughter. She come in. She don't see me. She go in the office with the little lady. So the little lady come back out, Hey, she don't want to see you. It's all right, fuck it. So, me as the type of father that I am, it hurt like a motherfucker. But hey, man, fuck it. Sherika Smith, you win. I give up. I pay my child support. You keep all to yourself. That's what you wanted anyway, right? So you keep all to yourself. I don't want no trouble. I'm not finna kiss nobody's ass to be no father. I'm not finna kiss no mother's ass to be no father, child, none of that shit. I'm cool. Zakari and Dorville, y'all got my full attention. Love you, Zanaya. It's your daddy.
So obviously we talking about a scenario here where the dude tried to be there, but you have women that's planting these seeds in their head. They mad at you and go ahead and tell the kids something messed up. Now, I know you know about that subject, so I figure. Well, we've all been through it, but I say this is perfect subject for you. Floor is yours, sir.
Man, I live this, so I'm still living it. As a matter of fact, so nothing never changed. I mean, I get what he's saying and I get where he's coming from, but he, in so many words, just giving up on the child due to what the child's circumstances is. And I understand that frustration because I felt like that once upon a time. But you got to understand, if you're not that parent in that house and that kid is only seeing one side of everything and you're not there to defend yourself, obviously it must be the truth to them. That's how they look at it. So I made sure, just like he did, that I did everything that I was supposed to do. So if they ever did come back and try to reach out, I have all my ducks in a row to say, this is what happened, this is how it happened, this is what it was. You can either accept it, listen to me, or you can go your own way. Because again, like he said, you're not gonna kiss ass, especially when my child reached out to me at about 18 years old. Okay. At this time, he's going into his manhood, so it's not like I'm gonna kiss his. Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna go ahead and kiss his ass to be the father that I was already destined to be. That was not my fault. So again, I understand what he's saying, but you can't necessarily just take it all out on the child because you don't know what that child is being told, and you have to deal with that. You have to deal with that.
Right.
Especially us as black men, we don't have the legal support as the other people's to get that situation fixed. Sometimes we're just in a situation to where we have to sit back and take it, so to speak, and just hope things work out versus I'm gonna go get my attorney and I'm gonna make sure I'm there for my kids. Sometimes you just can't. It ain't possible.
Yeah, like I definitely feel that one because thought process was, well, because I had over the years, you hear people say, well, go get your kids. And you're like, with what money? Right? Like, I've been paying $1,000 of child support for 20-something years straight. I ain't missed. Your boy ain't missed. right? And so, where the extra money supposed to come from? You know what I mean? Like,
But see, Sean, that's the problem. Nobody worry about where the extra money from the father comes from. The mama could have 3, 4 streams of income, being herself, you with your child support, and her new boyfriend that just moved in.
and the
She's straight.
government,
You got 3 streams of income while you got a half. You literally have a half of income.
right? And I showed that on one of my old videos back in the day about how like you could be a dude in Texas paying child support, and then you negative at the end of the month. Like you ain't got enough to even.
I'm that dude. I
You
have
rock.
literally had nothing to eat on some days. I've literally had no gas in my car on some days just to make sure I keep up with my responsibilities. But again, it goes to these we talked about this, me and you, it goes to these lawyers and all this other stuff that got these prices for these kids sky high to where there's no way you can function and be a father and live your own life. You basically got to live your kids' life. You a slave to the system and your kids, or your baby mama, I should say.
Yeah. The other thing is too, right? Like not everybody that pay money to a lawyer end up with their kids anyway. So now you just pay all this money to the lawyer, and it didn't even work out for you anyway. Hell, some dudes have gone through it and then had to pay them off. You know, like it's all kind of stuff. Let me catch a couple of these comments. Person says exactly, Ron. Her period must have went straight to her. What's left of her brain. Oh my God. Council said, "Divide and conquer is the oldest trick in the book. There is an ongoing attack to weaken the family structure, especially in the Black community." That right there, this right here, right. So part of the reason I even bring this up, I've been bringing tonight's subject up, is women will use it to their advantage, but don't understand that you're helping the enemy in some cases. You know what I mean? This. Go ahead. What you want to say?
I said they are the enemy. They're not helping the enemy. They are the enemy.
Yeah. Or make themselves the enemy. Yeah.
They don't make themselves the enemies. They are the enemy. When you go down there, if you 2 sensible people, and you should be able to talk about how to take care of this child. Matter of fact, first of all, the mama, in my opinion, should never be granted 100% custody just because she the mama. You already are the enemy to me right there. We made the judge gonna tell you you're 50% responsible for this child. You 50% responsible for this child's well-being. You 50% responsible for this child's financial situation. But she's 100% responsible for the child. How the do you work that system?
Right.
So when you go down there and you put that part of yourself in the business where you have to go talk to the white man to get things situated, you have just became the enemy. Because we could have worked this out together. In most cases of people who want to be fathers. Now the deadbeats, the Tyroniuses and the Luciuses, yeah, take their ass to court. I don't care. But when you got genuine dudes that's out here trying to be fathers, and you feel like because they live in a happy life, not even a good life, just a happy life, or they got somebody who cuter than you, or they got somebody who got a bigger booty than you, I'm gonna put you on child support. Come on, man, stop it.
Yep.
You did it out of spite.
We kind of talked about the pettiness earlier, but our boss says, "Oh hell no, dude! If I make it to that school, I'm seeing my kid rain or snow. If there is no corridor, I'm seeing my kid play with the law, just like the baby mama does. Get your money up." Yeah, that's the other thing too, right? I didn't say that either, but it's kind of like you didn't went to the school. That kid don't get to say they don't. I don't get to see them. I'm the other parent. If he said he had all the paperwork to be there. Your kid don't get to say, "I don't want to see you." You're like, "That's my kid."
Guess what though? See, I lived that story. I went to pick up Cam from school on a court ordered visit. Matter of fact.
Okay.
First of all, when I got there, the principal came out and told me I could not take him because his mother has took me off of the parent forms. So therefore, I had no right
How could
to
she
take him
take
off.
you off of the forms?
Hey, again, when you women folk, they work together. I asked the same question. I'm like, how could she take me off? Well, do you have any custody papers? No. She generally has 100% custody. Well, she can take you off or she can add you or whatever she want to do, sir. And I was told I had to leave the property and got escorted off. So sometimes you can't do what you want to do. It is what it is.
No, and I hear that, and I'm glad you brought that up. It's funny you said you had to have paperwork, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Do she have to have paperwork every time she come to the school?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
you go there and physically take her off? So my point is this. My point is, and any ladies listening, it's a two-tiered system. It is a two-tiered system. Now, and I get it. The school has a responsibility for the safety of the child to some extent. To some extent, but the school know in some of these instances, right? It's like the school know in some of these instances, like, yeah, this is wrong, but whatever, man. Like, because I get it. Like, you wouldn't want a abusive type dude to come there and be like,
But
I'm gonna take the kid, right? But
see,
yeah,
that's like if you got an order of protection. I get that. I get
yeah,
that. My kids all have my last name. They 100% mine.
right.
There's nothing I ain't never had. We ain't never had no records. Ain't nothing you can pull up on me. I told them what I do for a living, and it still didn't matter. So it wasn't the protection of the child; it was the protection of the mother. Like I said, that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. Let me catch a couple of these. A paternity
Right.
test should be required for anyone seeking child support. Yeah, absolutely. And then what's up on Drafted All Stars podcast show? Great to see you. A lot of dads spend so much on child support, you can't even take the kids on vacation, real
Yep.
vacations, while the mamas fly wherever in the world off your money when the kids are with you. That's kind of why in that last video I left the part where, and some of those might be skits, but like obviously there's truth in art, right? And she eating the food because I've seen this before in the hood. You have too, where the mama be eating something good and be like, y'all go down there and fix something. I got my food, blah, blah, blah. We didn't see all of it. I left clips. I put clips in that video, P, on because I was like, yo, I remember seeing this in the hood. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, let me make this hood accurate in some cases too. You know what I mean? That's why the dude going up to the door trying to see his kids. Bro, I tried to do the thing. It's all about playing the system too, and a good lawyer at the end of the day. Period. Speaking for facts. You know what? Again, you can have quote unquote the best lawyer, right? And you could just be in a messed up state. Some of these states are just messed up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. One of my exes tried to get me to move to her state. And I was like, hell no, I'm not moving to your state. Not because I didn't do anything. I just like, yo, no, I'm not moving. Come to find out, had I done that, their laws are even different. She'd have been able to take me back to court and got more out of me, even though I was making less than what I was making when we first got together. So I would have moved to another state, had been required to pay more, and then in a state that I don't even know, that I've never been in before, and then I would have had to live, if I could even survive, 2-3 jobs, whatever it would have took. Right? It's jacked up. Preston says, I seriously don't understand why they're mad at men when they made the choice to be walking porta potty. Oh my God, poor Preston.
Thought I was a savage shit.
Yeah, that's a savage statement. The first time that a man hears I'm the custodial parent from the kid's mom, fall the F back. Give her less to hear and talk about. Most of the time, you're the only male attention she gets anyway. You know what's funny, King? I sent you the text messages from my little thing, right? I didn't tell them fully what happened. That's kind of what it got and said, didn't it? It basically said, I'm the custodial parent.
Yeah,
just
but that's
to
that's
win.
the first thing they throw at you because you can't combat it. That's the first thing. They know that means I got power. They got somebody in their ear, meaning if you the custodial parent, you got all the power. He can't do shit. That's what that means.
Yep. Yep. Alexander says it has gotten so bad, this two-tier system, that we need a national fathers advocacy group to fight for our rights and help lobby to rewrite the family code. Yeah,
And
but
I'm
they're not
working
going to
on
do
that.
that.
I'm
I mean,
working
we
on
should.
that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we
I'm,
should, but the problem is that like some people who should be quote unquote on our side ain't because they making money off the system, or people who should be on our side, some women who benefit from the system. So, like, you know what I mean? Interstate child support rules are crazy, not based on where the children live, but where the dad lives. That means if you are a dad, get out of Cali. So, yeah, each state is different because when I went to go try to get things fixed, we had 3 states involved: divorce state, child state, where I live at state. Each state was like, nope, go talk to this state. Nope, this one. So one good thing is the confusion in the states make it where, hey, good luck on trying to reach me out. You know what I mean? Good luck on trying to reach me. You know what I mean? But it also makes it hard for me to get my kids. You know what I mean? Like it would make it harder for that situation. So it's a jacked up scenario that we got going on there. But a lot of men going through it. Let me follow up something you said, P. That you said something, and this next clip kind of reiterates that. We don't have to stay on it too long because we kind of went through it on the last one. But I want to play this. If you have any thoughts, give me at the end of this.
I'm not finna spend my life arguing with you about nothing. Unfortunately, if you have custody of the baby, I might have to catch up with the baby later on in life and hope I can salvage what you turned him into or her into. Because I myself.
Okay, so he didn't finish that. But I figured you might, it's kind of to what we were talking about earlier. You were talking more like still kind of be there, fight. I get it. And you fight as much as you can so you can later on. Because he said, hey, I might have to catch up with you later. But what you're saying, though, what you said earlier makes more sense. It's like, do what you can, document it, make sure you have all, like, I tried. I was there. I was trying. Before you make that decision, make sure you tried. And it ain't got to be you spent the money on the lawyer and shit, but you tried. Because financially, it almost don't make sense. That some people, it almost financially don't make sense for some men to even get a lawyer. In my case, it did not, because I knew the state laws. I knew that I was in a situation I couldn't get my kids anyway because I had to go out to sea. Right. So it was kind of like I was between a rock and a hard place. I'm just trying to get more access. And even then, it's kind of like, okay, what's how far you want to go in this war? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What you got to say about what about
I mean, I can honestly say that yeah, I did get to that point because again, like this crazy woman that I dealt with, my baby mama, she would come up with these things of, yeah, well, maybe we should try to be a friend, da 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 da. So
she Trojan horsed you, huh?
Yeah, basically. So it's like she only did it in my mind. I stand on this. I stand on business when I say this. Okay. She only did it in my mind to see how the children were going to react. If the children were going to be standoffish or nonchalant that I'm there, it probably would have kept going because it would have fed what she wanted. But because it worked in reverse and they actually missed their biological father and they were all up on me, daddy this, daddy that, daddy this, it burnt her up. So then the next time we go for one of these, whatever you call them, joint mixed family ventures, she canceled, then disappeared because she couldn't understand why they still wanted to be with me after all she has done and told them. It bothered her.
You was married at that point too.
Yeah, I was married at that point. Yeah, and it bothered her. And when my daughter called my ex-wife mom, Mom number 2? Oh, I knew it was over this. I knew it was over this. I knew there was never gonna be a part 2. When she said you gonna be mama number 2, I knew it was over right then and there. And sure enough, she disappeared for another 5 years, and that's when the story goes on with Kim. But yeah.
Hey, boy, she put them clams down, boy.
I heard it. Matter of fact, it's so funny, see, because the end of this story is we on the ride back home to Dallas, and I'm talking to my ex. I'm like, it's over with, right? She's like, nah, we had a good visit. Everything went fine. Da, 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 da. She a changed woman. I said, nah. I said, you don't understand. And the thing you dealing with, that's not a human. That's an element. You don't understand what you're dealing with. Right. And I told her, I said, when my daughter said, you mommy number 2, and she looked at her like she wanted to slap her clean across the room, I knew it was over for you. You're not going to get another shot. You ain't getting back in there.
I don't know how your ex didn't understand that with the issues she had with her situation.
I don't understand either. But again, he didn't want to be there. He was just money. He was a check. That's all he wanted to be. So it's it's 3 different types of fathers. See, it's the deadbeats, it's the financials, and it's the real dads. It's like we all at war, basically. And they put us all in the same box. So it's hard to get out of that box.
Yeah. The court should end this BS about making men pay for lawyers, but claiming that the mother's state lawyers for the defense of the child make it make sense. Yeah, again, King, everything you saying is right, but guess what? They're not going to do it because they're making money off of it. The other thing that is more diabolical, and King, you should understand that, given that you understand what the other venture I do, right? King, you should understand this. I'm going to put this up on the screen. They have a vested interest, particularly too, right? It devastates our community, right? It devastates our community. So it's kind of like, why would we help in this situation when that's what we want? We don't care if your kid grow up to be productive, because they're going to either die or they're going to make it to the prison industrial complex, and we're going to make money off of them too. Or they come to court, we're going to make money off of that too. Bro, if you don't look at all this and think about the money, like, and I'm saying in general to everybody, if y'all don't look at this and realize that some of this stuff is diabolical, and some of this shit, a lot of it is just about money. Like that, we literally don't give a shit about a life, right? Miss me with this. Miss me with I'm pro. What is it called? Pro-life. Miss me with all them arguments. Them shits is done. You cannot come to me and tell me nothing about no fucking pro-life ever again in life, when we will fucking act like we pro-life for a moment and watch kids die every day, take away school lunches, do all kind of shit that hurt kids, but tell me you pro-life. Get the hell out of here.
And then I do you one better, see? Like this whole Roe versus Wade thing that they get all upset for. Is it wrong for now the 304s to have to be stuck with being a mother? Because you was out there doing what you was doing. But now you got pregnant. Oh, I don't want the baby. So now you get mad when they say you gotta keep the baby. It's isn't that the same scenario that fathers in there every day? We don't get no choice. If you get pregnant and say, I'm keeping this baby, well, that's Roe versus Wade to a Negro. Because you just took my choice away, and I now have to have this baby. So again, what are you upset for? It's the same thing y'all do the men every day in this country. So what are you upset for?
Yeah, exactly. So again, because it's never been about equity.
The betterment of the child. It's never been about that.
No, it's never been about equity. It's never been about that. Again, everything now is about money. Every goddamn thing. Well, if you look at everything through the lens of how somebody making money off this shit, it will change your life. It really will. Even to your baby mama, how she making money. Like, you can look at every process and be like, how somebody gonna make money off of this? And welcome to the new American way. Basically.
It's short. It's not like they didn't have the roadmap to make this successful. And I know this may sound far fetched, but you remember Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
Where did she take Trey?
When they went to the hood and they talked about the gentrification and shit like that?
No. I said, where did she take the mama? Where did the mama take Trey?
To his dad.
To his daddy. And she told him, I can't teach you to be a man.
That's it. That's it right there.
You know what kind of strong woman that was? We claim we got all these independent women. Now y'all got a bunch of brainwashed bird brains. That's what you got.
Yeah.
The independent woman would realize, like that clip I sent you, half of the reason y'all having these gay boys that y'all don't want to claim as mothers is because they learn their femininity ways from y'all.
Ooh.
But then you get mad when your son turned out to be gay.
Ooh.
What masculine role model has he had besides you?
Did you?
You know what I'm saying?
You saw my last video, right?
Yeah, but then
so
you get mad. I'm not. Let me cook. I told you I'm about to be savage tonight. Let me cook. Then you women get mad when you have daughters that's gay. When you have these lesbian daughters, that's because they so used to seeing y'all masculine. They don't know how to be feminine. So you confusing and contaminating the whole household. You're showing your boys how to be soft and showing your girls how to be dudes. How that's gonna work?
Ooh.
Come on now. Let me cook. I got a little bit more to put on the stove now.
I was gonna put a couple more clips up so you can give you some more to cook with.
But on top of that, then you want to turn and point your fingers at the father and said he wouldn't have been that way if you'd have been there. She wouldn't have been like this if you'd have been in her life. Come on now. How you gonna have it both ways, man? You can't have it. Yeah. It's not gonna work that way.
Yeah. You ain't lying. Check this out. Check out this next clip real quick. Wait, first of all, let me say what's up. Shout out to the Into the Deep in podcast. He missed the notification. It's all good. He said, I was a financier, not a father, and the state doesn't care. Nope, state don't give 3 shits. I simply eliminate my problems by moving overseas.
I'm gonna get on a cargo ship in a minute.
He said, overseas ain't helping you either. Oh, man. Man. Hey, Adam living his best life, man. It's even bigger than that. They make more money off of stem cells from the fetuses from abortions. That's why they really want Roe versus Wade. Yeah. It's you always gotta look at the money, man. Being married in Thailand for 12 years now, I don't have any complaints. Yeah, I told you, Adam over there happy, living his best life. Look, Adam, Adam doing his thing. All right, let's get to the next clip. Check this out. It's short, but watch this.
Show me one baby mama that rather the father get 50-50 instead of collecting a check.
Not one. You don't see it. I'm not saying not one. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say it's rare. It's rare that these women will, you know what? I don't need that check. I just wanted to be a father in my kid's life. You do not hear women say that shit, son. Tell me what women say that. So look, I'm gonna skip some of these because I do for the interest of time. But I'm gonna get to these last 2 clips. Okay, we got 2 more clips. We're gonna get up out of here. But I definitely want to know your thoughts on this. Check this out.
Put the fire down, fuck nigga. This how you moving though? This how you moving? This how you moving, nigga? This how you moving, huh? And I got your son, nigga. You don't even do shit for your shit, nigga. You wanna come lay up here. Nigga, you trying to do your ass in, nigga. What? You ain't gonna do shit, nigga. I ain't got no fire, nigga. Do something, nigga. Do it, nigga. Do it, nigga. Fuck pussy asshole. This fuck nigga, man, he don't even do for his motherfucking child. You lame as fuck. Man, me too. You pussy as fuck. Put the fire down, nigga. Put the fire down. Put the fire down, nigga. Beat your ass here.
Wait a minute. First of all, the dad got the baby daddy got the prison slides.
Yeah.
Look. No, dude, like This is like one of the instances like when keeping it real go wrong. Let me see if I can find. Let me see. When keeping it real go wrong. Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, when keeping it real go wrong. He gonna say, "Go ahead and do it. You ain't gonna do nothing." That's how dudes be getting shot, bro. Cause the dude say he ain't gonna do nothing. The other dude gotta prove he ain't no punk. He gonna keep his word. He gonna keep his word on being a dad. He don't keep his word on being a brother, a son. He don't keep his word even as a society. But he gotta keep his word that he ain't no punk in the moment and shoot the dude. Come on, bro.
First of all, the stepdaddy should have just walked in and walked out. He shouldn't even got mad.
I'd walk clean the hell out. I'd be like,
Me
here's
too.
your.
I'd be like,
I'd
nah,
walk
I'm
that little
free.
boy. Look, I would have walked that little boy in there. Hey, I'll be back. I'll be back there Tuesday to get my shit.
Hey, my famous speech. I'd have walked him in there and called on the phone. I ain't never coming back. Take it easy.
Hey, I brought that up earlier when I first started the live. Saying like, hey, baby, daddy, put mommy on the phone. Hey, Barbara,
Yep.
It's Richie. I ain't never coming home no more. So take it easy.
Take
And
it
I
easy.
gotta
Yep.
tell you, my girl don't actually like that scene, bro.
I'm just saying, you are now free. You are free from toxicity. You are free from responsibility that ain't technically yours. You free from having to worry about obviously your girl sleeping with somebody else. It didn't look like she was very faithful. You free from all them problems, bro. I'd have walked them in there, pat him on the back, and said, "That's your daddy." I holler, then walk right back out the room. I ain't got no reason to be mad. At this point,
Yeah.
you have no reason to be mad because she
I
just
think
now freed you from probably the same stuff that was depressing you in the first place.
right. And I always say on the channel, I'm like, yo, don't be mad at these women. Do not allow these women to get you mad. Because I'm gonna tell you, I've said this many times to people, right? The biggest thing, the biggest time, the worst time, or sorry, the time that a man will put himself in the most jeopardy is when he's in his emotions.
Yep. I've been
Think
there.
about it. Think
I've
about it.
been there.
When we in our emotions, that's why when we argue, that's why the women try to get us in our emotions and get us off our game. That's why when a dude calm in an argument, it drive them crazy because they like, yo, he not getting emotional, right? And this is the emotional intelligence. That's why I said, did you see the video the other day? You got the little young dude in there who arguing with his mama. He all emotional and stuff, right? Bucking up to his mama and blah, 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 right? We raising a bunch of emotional little boys, man. So when they get out of the street, they get emotional, their feelings get hurt, and now they don't, they ain't fighting it out. They trying to shoot somebody out because
See, they can't fight. Who taught them to fight? Their mom?
no.
Exactly. Who taught them to fight? When we was covered up, me and you, we get out there, we slap box. We do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We had an uncle or something. Don't hold your hand like that. Hold your hand like this.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fight. So the only thing they know is to resort back to this stupid ass music that they listen to. And the only thing in the music is go grab your stick. That's it. Every gangster song is go grab your stick. And I was listening to some other older gangster songs, and back in our days, they did talk about shooting motherfuckers. They talked about it, but they also talked about fighting first. It was fight first.
Yeah.
And we talked about this too. Social media has ruined these kids to where if you get your ass beat, it's getting shown in all 50 states and all 39,000 cities in the world. So now you got to see your ass getting beat repeatedly. And that's the problem for them. But when
It
we
almost
came up,
makes sense. It almost makes sense that if you get your ass shown on social media, get your ass whipped, somebody got to go.
but when we came up, we had to hear about who won the fight. I'd have to call you at like 9 o'clock. Hey, see who won that fight? Man, I don't know, dog. It looked like it had him for a minute, but he came back on him, dog. That's how we heard about fights.
Yeah.
So it's about these social media softies, bro. That's all it is. I wouldn't care if you showed me losing the fight because I guarantee you one thing: you're gonna show me winning one too.
Yeah, Right. Or it could be like, yo, he might have lost, but goddamn, he go down easy.
He went down with a fight.
This motherfucker bit his ankle when he was on the ground.
Exactly. See, that's how we used to look at it.
The picture was knocked out and bit him in the ankle. How?
He held on as long as he could, though.
Oh, he was sleeping and still grabbed.
But yeah, man, we got these social media softies, bro. They can't take a loss. If they lose, they got to kill somebody, and that's just ignorant to me.
I agree, but again, if it's about to get shown around the world in 50 states, somebody got to go. I'm just playing. That's just, somebody gonna get got around here. I can't.
Your inbox full of you getting your own ass beat.
You watch that shit on a repeat to a ringtone.
Like, is that you getting your ass whooped?
The motherfuckers have that remix and shit. Like, what's that song you made? Bro, you had made that song? Yeah, niggas made that a ringtone.
You walk through the grocery store, you hear,
It'd be like, Ziggy, office like off. There we go. Anyway, yeah, hey, we gotta worry about being a meme or a ringtone or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
All right, world star.
World star.
Gotta see your ass get beat repeatedly. You know what I love about myself? I probably feel some type of way about it, but I find it funny myself. I'm saying every now and then you be pissed, but then you see somebody do a good mix, you like, well, damn, that's really good.
Yeah, I'd be studying my damn film like it's game tape or something. I'd be like, I should have dived right there because that nigga hit me with a good strong left. I should have weaved instead of ducking because that nigga there. Like, I'd be studying because I know I got to get better because I got to fight him again. We got to do this one more time.
We ain't doing this no more, man. Yeah, actually, that's kind of what the mindset was back in the day. Like, hey, I might lose, but we want to make sure that you want to make sure at the end of it, the person don't want to fight you ever again.
Exactly.
Like, you know, once was enough, man. We'll work this thing out.
I might lose, but I'm gonna push your ass to the brink.
Look, I won, but I low key kind of lost.
Exactly.
Oh shit! The best advice I can give someone is to become the hero in your story. No one is coming to save you. Absolutely. Into the Deep says, I'm 50 now and I have no fight for me, but because I'm fearing for my life. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And that's the way you're supposed to get older. You're like, man, I ain't trying to fight, man. It was some shit happening when I was living in Waikiki. And the young dude pulled off his shirt. He had a wife beater on like me. And he had his hands up. And I knew the cops was coming. And plus they was Hawaiian cops. So I wasn't trying to go to jail. Right? So I was like, young man, put your shirt back on. I ain't trying to fight you like that, bro. I said, put your shirt back on. At the time, I was about 34, 35, 35.
I was about to say, you hit it with the Papa speech at 30? Young man, put your shirt back on, goddammit.
I was in my mid 30s, man. The girls were already teenagers at that point. I was like, man, young man, put your shirt back on. The twins were 13. The twins were like 13 and 14. I was like, man, put your shirt back on. I ain't trying to. Because he was getting all amped up and shit. I was like, and I knew, like I said, man, I was not trying to be in no damn Hawaiian jail, bro. Like I was like, yo, man, put your shirt back on, young man.
You know my hot-headedness. I have had to calm down a whole lot in life, and age is a good reason for it. But I didn't learn. I had to back from that.
Man, I was wilding out when I lived in New York, bro. I was like, man, it was about to be a matter of time before I went to jail.
Especially going to speak.
So I'm like, yeah, let me stop. All right, got one more.
So apparently there's a little bit of confusion with my video. So let me break it down slowly for y'all slow bitches. When I get up here and talk about what niggas deserve and what they need and how y'all need to treat y'all niggas better, I think that y'all slow bitches think that I'm talking about y'all baby fathers. I'm not talking about them dirty, toxic niggas. I'm talking about the good niggas out there. I'm talking about the niggas y'all actually dubbed for y'all bum ass baby fathers. Now y'all want them back. We're not talking about your baby father who got shit stains in his drawers from 3 days ago, who'll be on Indeed for 2 minutes because he got ADHD. He can't even pick a fucking job real quick. He had to go back to Instagram to talk to 5 bitches knowing he ain't got no money in his pocket. Your baby father who carried 2 Lucy's in his back pocket, forgot they was there, sat down, broke it. Now he has no emotional stability. He's in your house punching walls and your doors and windows and shit. We're not talking about him. So y'all getting on my comments on my page getting so defensive, thinking I'm talking about your bum ass. I'm not talking about them. Y'all so used to toxic shit that y'all don't understand. I don't deal with toxic shit. I don't speak about things I don't know. Therefore, y'all shouldn't be getting on my comments because y'all don't know what a good man is because y'all never had one. Your grandmother didn't have one. Your mother didn't have one. And you following right in their footsteps, bitch.
All right.
Well,
All right. Well, I think,
take them to church. Take them to church. But you know, Sean, we had this discussion, and when we were way before our time. We had this discussion, I think, at 1920, where we were like, you know what? There's 2 type of people. There's black men, and then there's
ninjas. Yeah.
and you know the difference between the 2. So why would women not understand that she is talking about black men and not them ninjas over there?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the confusing part, right? Because again, and this is what the gents was saying earlier, right? Like, how y'all gonna lump all the dudes in here when the majority of dudes don't have kids, right? It's such a small percentage that's like these little Thundercats creating these kids, and they just hopping woman to woman creating kids. And then what kind of role models do they have? Hold on, real quick. What kind of role models do they have? Because if you think about it, think about what we've been seeing lately, right? We see the Nick Cannons and some of these dudes, some of the rappers got like 7, 8 kids. This is what they saying. Like,
but you know what, see? That's because they know if I had this baby, I could take it to my mama house. My mama go take care of my baby. Because that's the kind of mothers they get nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. And that actually goes to one of the points I wrote down. Okay? I wrote down for point number 3. I already covered 2 of the ones. One of the points I wrote down was men from single mothers are in the best position to understand single mothers. And on the flip side, also the worst position not to respect women. So I do have that caveat on there. Okay. So it go hand in hand. Us men who grew up with single mothers are in the best position to understand what single moms do. Because we sat there and heard our mom or seen our mom finesse a dude. You cannot say you had a single mom and she was single most of your life, and she was dating. You cannot tell me you didn't have a single mom that you ain't seen finesse at least one dude. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me you ain't live in the hood and ain't seen your mom finesse one dude as a single mom. I don't care how good your mom was. What's that?
I'm gonna say one word in chat. Watch C bust out laughing. Wilfred.
Oh, I knew you was gonna say that nigga name. She only wants for my simp juice. Not my simp juice. I'm talking
Oh shit.
Actually, I'm gonna make that into a song.
Simp juice. Interesting.
Yeah, well, I wrote it down. Simp juice song.
Hey, when you need a verse, holler at me. When you need to spit some of that fire, holler at me.
Oh man, you ain't heard my songs on the channel that I've made. I got multiple songs. Son.
Oh. No, did not.
I like go straight. That's how I live. I ain't selfless. I'ma tell my kid for me. Girl, show you a guy. I ain't messing with no chick.
Oh, you don't know about that song, guy ever, baby.
No, I'm impressed. I am very impressed. Trying to figure out
Hey,
you on that R. Kelly? You got it dripping it all over the place. I don't know what's going on.
that's my drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Yo. Hey, man. Listen, the thing about it is, though, I brought this up because the biggest thing that I want to get from this is that good men don't just make the choice to walk away. I won't even say that. I don't even have to say preface it with good men. Most men who are fathers and are trying to be in a kid's life don't just easily make the choice to walk away. Okay. And I think we really, really, really in our community need to get past our feelings because our kids need both parents. Period. It's I don't know how to stress this, but I stressed it in the video that how big of a epidemic this is in the Black community. We can't build wealth the way other communities do until we have both parents working together in concert. And until that happens, we're gonna continue to be at the bottom of the rung, man. We're gonna continue to be at the bottom of the totem pole. And listen, contrary to public belief, gents, I really do, genuinely in my heart of hearts, want for us to be working together as particularly, especially men and Black women, but I want to see relationships flourish, but particularly and especially in the Black community, I want to see us unified, man. We need to be more unified now than ever. Okay? That's my position. That's my opinion. Whether you agree with it or not, that's fine. But I'm saying that's why, like, I appreciate the ladies of this channel as much as I appreciate the gents, because we need to start having these conversations. And again, I'm gonna make it entertaining. That's what I do. This with TSG Uncut. You know how I do it, baby. Right? Drizzle, drizzle, let it rain. Okay. But on the flip side, though, I gotta approach these topics, even when they're not popular, man. Even when they're not popular, bro, I gotta make these videos. So let me catch a couple of these comments and we can get up out of here because I gotta make it to the gym, man.
Yeah, I gotta get out too.
First of all, I gotta keep us like she laughing at me because I used the young man. Hey, young man, put your shirt back on.
I was saying you hit him with the whole grandpa. Boy, put your shirt back on, goddammit.
Oh, hey. My old man game is getting even shit, man. The way I be sunning people, young man and people now, bro. Look, it don't show too well, but it's actually.
It's funny you mentioned that, bro. Like, I find it offensive, but I'm getting used to it now. Because I go to the little corner store by the house. And every time I walk. No. Every time I go in there, the little dude behind the counter, oh, what's up, OG? What's up, What's up? I'm like, boy.
That's a badge there. That's a badge now.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to start wearing it, I guess. I don't know.
Look, man, I stopped getting offended when people be like, sir, out there, bro. Like, they be like, yes, sir. I'm like, that's right. Fucking A.
Well, I kind of have to hear that all day, so.
Yeah, you do. Or I'll be in the gym, man. Some of these young men in the gym be very respectful, man. They'll come up to me and they be like, hey, sir, I just want to know, what you be doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, man, look, I'll give them a little game. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't no hater. I told you, I ain't no hater. I'd be like, look, man, this is the quick advice, the quick and simple advice I would give you, like I would give myself back in the day. And Pete, you didn't see me do this thing, man, for many years, bro. So now it's just a matter of, like, I'm not even trying to be the strongest dude in the gym, even though that might happen. I'm literally just trying to have the muscles for aesthetics now. I just want to be a badass looking 50-year-old, bro. Just grizzled and shit, bro. When this thing turned all white, I'm just be fucking.
You want to be a senior model.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. We at the age right now, I'm trying to win my damn Sexiest Man Alive award. I mean, even if it's at a local level, I'm just trying to get it though, because this is the age, bro. This is the age right here, bro.
Oh shit!
Hey, this is a good one. Men with Lucy's. Let that sink in, ladies. If your dude got a Lucy, if your dude got a Lucy on his ear, hey, no disrespect to the gents, but if you want, hey, you one of them dudes, you got the Lucy on the ear or in the back pocket hanging out. If that's you, I'm to reevaluate. Let's come home, baby. To the gents, baby. Come on home now. And a bar straight truth bombs. Oh yeah, yeah. Sister was she was on it. She did not lie. Her pants, nails, and bottles matches. She is repping blue. Period. She might be up to something good. Yeah,
Team
yeah.
Blue, baby. Team Blue.
Right. I can tell. I can't tell anyone how to live their life. Just choose the path that make you the happiest. I hear you, Adam. I hear you. I'm gonna add something to qualify that to it. Right. I can't. I agree that you can't tell someone. You can't order someone how to live their life. I talk about it, and I try to give y'all my best examples, right? Through what I've done, making the changes and trying to be. That's why I always talk about being on purpose, man. Being on your purpose, trying to be the best version of yourself. If you are always aspiring to be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today, and better, a little bit better next week than you were this week, and if you just have that mindset, you're gonna get better. It's impossible for you not. If you are literally physically making the effort on a daily basis to be just a little bit better than the previous day, I guarantee you'll be better. You will be better. I guarantee it. It's the same thing with the gym, right? Like this didn't just happen overnight. This was a constant, just a little bit better every day, every week, every month, over the years, over decades, right? Like so, this, and I could be better, but I'm happy where I'm at. Well, I need to lose this here. Yeah, your boy like to eat though, bro. Hey, I made some green beans and potatoes. It's got like hot sausage, like a kind of andouille in there.
Oh,
And like,
you went back home, huh?
bro. I made some cornbread, bro.
Oh, you talking?
I
We
mean,
really talking home now.
I've been eating good, bro. I've been eating good. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, but at this point now, man, with this platform, it's be the best example I could be, and just and just speak the truth, man. Speak the truth as I see it. People need that shit, bro. People need it. People need that inspiration, bro, for real. Even the best of us get down sometime, and that's why it's good to have the gents to talk about these type of things. Whether people agree with it or not, these can be very positive spaces, man. And that's why I refer to all of us as gents, because we are looking for something better, man. We want something different, And even if it means, I think I did a video, Pete, where it was like, yo, the bad guys are winning. Fuck them bad guys, man. You, man. We looking for peace over here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, looking back even at our lives, man, I wish I could just take younger me and just shake the shit out. Just Thundercat.
I'd like to whoop my ass many a time.
Man, I would like to whip my ass and put that shit on repeat for me to hear. Drizzle, drizzle. All legendary heroes start at level 1. Only by grinding level up can you create a better life. Absolutely. Simp Juice walking BBL fish pies on the loose. Preston, you are killing me, son. Yeah, if anything, these women are the ones who literally made the choices to not deal with the problems they created, but they're mad at us. No, thank you. Yeah, a lot of just want to do that. Kiva said, we are the aunties and uncles, and that's it right there. That's it right there. We are the aunties and uncles now. That shit hit me, Kiva. That shit hit me. I was thinking about it. I was like, because we all from New Orleans, right? I was sitting there like, man, back in the day, it was always like, man, older people that kind of seemed to, everybody was following the family or talking about, or they was kind of running things.
He froze.
What is going on? What is going on? They trying to hold us back, bro. I'm speaking the truth too much.
They trying to put us on censor.
Yeah, but we's them. We are them now. Wait till they call you old head, right? Desmond, great to see you, bro. Yeah. Wait till they call you old head, fam. That's all good. I don't give a damn. Call me old head. This show got even better with P. Gotta get a good laugh. Yeah, man. That's why P here, man. And I knew he was gonna relate to this topic.
Shout out.
I miss the old days when the communities pulled together, helping one another. I do too, Adam. I really do. And contrary to popular belief, I really want to get us there, but we got to get through some uncomfortable truths first. We gotta shine the light of disinfectant. we gotta douche this thing, man. Like we gotta salt and vinegar the shit out of this thing, man. We gotta ammonia clean this mug, right? No matter how small a step moving forward. All right, gotta respect your age, Akiva. I love that. Unc is the new thing, I guess. Unc is the new thing. All right, more like the aunties and uncles, the critters, anarchy. Oh my God. Can't hear it. Yeah, we went out for a second. Sorry about that, King. Yep. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Anyway, yeah, me and my girl gotta get to the gym. We on this thing. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me P, let me hit you up on before we leave, y'all. Let me I got another one for y'all. Let's go. Let's try this one.
Who was singing these songs?
Check it out. Yeah. I'm a strong man. Always watching the fight and the feeling with shaking with me. But I never love y'all on my shoulder. I stay true.
Huh?
It's double playing. I can't hear what it's saying on my end.
Oh, it's double playing.
Yeah.
To myself, let my dreams go.
Still don't play? All right, that's fine. Probably double playing through yours and you hearing it. That's all good. But TSG Uncut got his own little. Yeah, that's fine. I got two songs for TSG Uncut. It's called Rise Up and then Level Up.
All right. I want the Level Up beat. Send that to me.
Yeah, I got Level Up. Oh, one is called Rise Above, and the other one's called Level Up.
Yeah, send that Level Up beat to me.
Let me hear the way that was Rise Above just now.
No more pain, no pain, no love, no love.
That's Level Up. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I got a few of them.
Okay.
Anyway, y'all, we about to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great night. Hey, I'll have a new video out on Friday. And what I want to start doing from now on, I just also want to do quick what I'm thinking of. What you're going to start seeing on the live streams on Wednesdays is us talking about if I make videos on Friday or Thursday and they get a lot of love, a lot of topics, what we'll do is, because I don't use all video clips, so sometimes it'll be better to expound on that topic, especially if it got a lot of discussion in the next live stream. And then if not, then we'll just talk about a new subject. So, but I'm going to always try to refer back to videos that do well in the live streams from now on, because I want the gents to have an opportunity to be able to speak on the videos that do well and that cause a lot of have a lot of interest. I'll say that, right? Like so expect that we'll break down And again, there's a lot of clips that I use in these videos that we don't get the full context. So if I think of something important that's going to add to the conversation and make us all better for the discussion, expect to see that from now on our live streams. Okay, all right. Kiva, baby, great to see you. Always great to see somebody that from the walk of the pebble.
Oh,
right?
from the Pebble Walk. He from the harbor.
Kiva used to be we grew up together. She lived right down the street from me.
Keita. We'll talk later.
Yeah. Anyway, good to see you there, baby. King says, let me check my bank account. My last child graduated in 3 months. Oh, congrats. God damn. Everybody saying was that. All right, cool. Yeah. Kings Road, baby. Kings Road. She know.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. Boy. So, hey, Kiva, P lived back in the harbor. Harbor, right? It became
Yeah, the harbor, the Arlington apartments, but
Arlington Apartments. All right. He back up in the harbor. No, but see, you had to be old school to know the harbor, though.
Yeah, you had to be old school to know the harbor.
The harbor, baby. It was so bad they had to change the name.
It was so bad they had to give it a white name.
The Arlington.
Oh, shit.
Oh man. You know when they renaming your shit, bro. You know it's fucked up there, bro.
They try to hide bodies. Shit.
Man, seriously. Keep saying, I definitely remember the harbor. I know you know. My mom was always like, don't go in the back. You can't go in the back.
And my mom would say, don't go in the front.
Oh, damn. The front wasn't even that bad, though.
Nah, but she heard y'all reputation in the walk.
You had to get over to Sonny and Ryan somehow. Oh, no. Y'all had your own at the corner store. Y'all had your own corner store.
Right there in front of right there in front of Manhattan. Right there when you come out of the harbor, we had that corner store right there, so we never came to y'all corner store.
That's right. But Sonny and Ryan, though, bro, Sonny and Ryan.
Had some good po' boys there.
Man, my God. Every time I go home, I'm still pissed they're still in our neighborhood, but like, it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you remember the gravy burger?
Mm-hmm.
Tell y'all, we would like, you can have like, I don't know, it's a few bucks, right? $3, $4, $5. You got like burger, right? Like a burger, like that thick. You got them thick wedge ass fries. You got a little big shot drink for $5.
The can.
Right, you got a little can of Big Shot, bro. And they take the burger. Check this out, right? They take the burger and they dip it in the roast beef gravy and put it on your sandwich, son. Bro, I was looking for some food stamps. Like,
oh shit!
Get your grass with some food stamps, bro. I was like, get this damn gravy burger, bro. Oh man. Every time when I do go back to New Orleans, though, I do try to go get that. Like, first thing I do is go get a po' boy. And if I'm over on that side, keep it though. Yeah, hey, they there. Sonny and Ryan, and look, they were like relatively young. They all great old. And I'm like, oh my God. It's been over 30 years. It's been 30-something years, man. It's crazy. Anyway.
Still slinging and banging. Still slinging and banging.
Slinging and banging. Still benefiting off the hood. It's all good. All right, y'all. We out of here. We'll be back next week. Expect the video. We'll try to have a video out on Friday. We'll holler at y'all. Until next time, live your best life.